looks like we are all set to go. So, we have reached that point in the patch where our character is about to max out on gear in terms of having it enhanced by taking one last trip to the 24-player raid before we set it aside for a while. And so, with Corinne, Shinji, and Mathia all at that point now, it'll be Corinne who gets her clear at the copied factory first. Plus, on top of that, we have another level 80 to check off for you guys to see what happens when you get that respective job quest taken care of. So, hey there, Ichigo, Miguel, Elizabeth, and to everyone else that's just logging on, we're glad to have you with us here tonight. So, greetings people of the world, Mathia Griffin back again for another edition of A Day in the Life at Tales of Eorzea here in Final Fantasy XIV. So, we're going to go ahead and jump right into things and head off to the copied factory for our final clear for Corinne. She only needs one more clear to augment her earrings, and then once that's taken care of, she will be maxed out on gear that is enhanced. Wow, it didn't take us long to get a... Yeah, it didn't take us long to get a Q, but then someone immediately bails out. Not surprising. Get a Q in less than 10 seconds, someone always drops. It's just not that shocking. Yeah, it's just not that shocking. So now we wait on number 15. Hey, they made it! Yeah, just once when I get a regular queue as a DPS and it's an instant one, everyone answers the call right away and does not force a re-queue. I would love to see that happen someday, but I don't think I ever will. So it looks like we were right down the middle in Group B. There is a fellow Dragoon among us, so must pay them respects. So yeah, imagine the next time I do a roulette with the vitality boosts, that Corinne, when she goes into a dungeon, could very well break 100,000 points. But let's see what happens in our Corinne's final run in the copy factory before the new patch comes along. Sending down to the command model. And it'll be our tank who takes the lead, so let's be on our way. Oh well, yeah, they had it and then lost it promptly. Yeah, our tank, or any tank, can you please get your stuff together here? At least give us some indication of where you're aiming yourself. Because yeah, that was going to happen in all that chaos and confusion. That was absolutely going to happen. Yeah, with no one taking control, it's not surprising that I'd be finding myself getting hit in a crossfire. Oh, I went to the right. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm pretty sure everyone was thinking it was going to go left. Yeah, the tanks have to take control. Okay, I'm not being targeted. Sally, the healer got caught. And then the summoner's not far behind. This is some triplicals, so it's one down the middle. Oh jeez. Yeah, everyone in our group is dying except for me, so it looks like I drew the bad group again. Yeah, it's been a while since I had to say that. Yeah, it seemed to be every single time I would always get the bad group, but we were fortunate over the last few weeks to not have that happen, but looks like we've once again had a relapse of that situation occurring. Also, why are you over here? Well, at least we can take solace in knowing that it didn't go all the way to get back to us. Okay, it's starting out there. So make the move now. Because, yeah, all these guys are going to get cleaved. Oh, keep it still. Yeah, keep it still, please. Alright, time for more bombardment. Whoa! Yeah, here goes more crossfire. Not being attacked. But I do need to make sure I don't find myself on the receiving end of a laser. Yeah, someone not as fortunate. Oh, this is down the side. Yeah, C is missing half of its group. Into the skies. Before some more tracing. I can see where that one's going to go. So let these go by. Then we gotta pick and choose our battles here. Thankfully we have a clean line. It doesn't happen very often. Yeah, it's not often you get a clean line to it, making a substantial amount of attacks on round 2 of the tracing. So yeah, that worked out incredibly well. There we go. Also, those orbs are a little too close to me. Got them over there. Okay, I see how this works. Yeah, I see how this works. But yeah, stay right on top of it. Okay, this is down the side, so I'm good where I am. I'm just gonna deduct that MP from your account. Dragoon. Notch onto him. Okay, got a third round of the crossfire coming. Because our DPS is A, low, and B, people are dying a lot. So yeah, not much to expect out of getting a good run out of this group. Yeah, might as well just burn this now. No, I can do it from where I am. Go. Yeah, might as well. And there we go. And I'll play for that, but I think Corinne already has it. She does. The boots, she does not have. Alright, head on down to the ramp and get to the first crossing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replenish. All clear, so let's move on. And take another recharge. Load up, hit everything. And then do this. Yeah, get that taken care of. And why don't we add that too? You know, lots of reasons to get our group attacks used. Yeah, that was pretty good. That everything worked out the way it did and everything fell into place as it was. Yeah, it's a good thing we can just chill out over here unless an energy ball gets shot our direction. Which was going to happen eventually. Whoa. Yeah, weave our way around. Find another group to give a hand to. And take care of that. I wanted to go forward, not sideways. But of course, this game has never been good at that. Looks like just the bipeds are left. And there it is. Good enough, let's go. Time to go into the grind pipe. Let's take a ride. And down we go. We drew Group B, so that means we got the conveyor belts. Alright, bring it. Alright, it is a Mikote that stands alongside me. And away we go. 50,000 points for a high jump. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Corinne not only hitting the heights with a jump, but also with the score for that crit hit. That's how we roll. Yeah, it's not often you see me get to 50,000 points crit hits on Dragoon, but I'm glad we got it there. This should be the magic box, which it is. Shockwave incoming. Just drops it as is. Yeah, take those tethers away. Ooh, wow. Yeah, I don't blame the tank for using Living Dead after getting hit like that. Yeah, I don't blame them for doing such a thing. Alright, reload. And then now I got the rotational. And run in the middle. Oh, stack mech. Yeah, shoved up along the side of the edge. Alright, drop on your head. Gotta adjust with the conveyor belt. Yeah, plus I can use my jump to hold myself still. Yeah, Arthur's held up pretty well in this particular fight. Everyone's going to shove left. And sadly, one of our healers died. Yeah, bunched too much, I fear. Oh, here comes the giant box. Step back for this one. Spins around again. Take a whole bunch of lasers to the face. Well, thankfully this time we can adjust. Oh. Oh. Yeah, now here comes the rotational. And rejoin the pack. Yeah, I can definitely tell, even though we're not dying as much, we don't have much in terms of DPS in this group. the fact that we're getting this message and he still has 20% left means that there's a lot to be desired in terms of the stats. Flint doors are down the middle. This is going to be awkward. And then hustle to the outside, and then let this fly. Yeah, Group C is still having a hard time with it. This. Alright, almost there. And there it is. You know, see if I get either of these. And I don't need to worry about recast on the Blood of the Dragon, which is always good. Tank is pulled. Step back. You gotta go in and out over and over again. Thankfully that went right through. Launch. And in. Stand by in case we get tethered. We're not tethered, but we do need to run. Wait a minute, how did I take damage from that? I was nowhere near it. Yeah, try and make sense of that one. Alright, you're disabled. Now for the next thing to come in, flight unit. Yeah, don't take it too far. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. You know, when you're up close like that, it can be pretty hard to avoid something like that. I'll step aside, let that go by, or so I thought. Run over here. And get back to you. Alright, reload. In fact, you know what? Let's just burn this now. We do have it, we might as well use it. Because we will lose it when the fight against Angles begins. So why not? And in fact, we somehow pulled off enough DPS that we were able to prevent another use of Life Fast Blade. I'll definitely take that. And off we go. And once again, don't need to worry about recast on Blood of the Dragon. Primarily because I'm never able to successfully get the recast anyway without losing the blood upon crossing this gap because it takes so long. Alright, ready to deal with Angles. He's pulled and away we go. Well, I got one of the pieces that I was looking for, so... I'll load up. Keep those away from us. Not being targeted here. But you always need to be careful. Oh, stay away from those guys. Oh, that's my brother who's being targeted. And he needs to get a move on or else he is going to get blown to shreds. Thankfully, he ran out of shots. $47,000 on the crit hit on the full thrust. And let him do his thing. Get ready to split off. Yeah, where are you, giant laser? Let's stick through that. Keep it going, guys. $44,000 crit hit. Oh, might have been a premature. Also, what's over here? Where's our tank? There they are. Yeah, everyone in our group bailed to the back, but they forgot that in this battle, it's at the front. Yeah, we're pretty much even. All 3 groups are. Run to the back. I thought I saw someone walk off, but nope. Thankfully, I was seeing things. 4, 3, 2, 1, reload. Oh, it gives someone $1 to jump off. How about no? Alright, take the reload and go. Everything we got. Oh, nearly 50,000 on the Stardiver. And on the full thrust. You know, definitely getting the good crit hits right now. Watch where you aim those. Especially since those things are still grinding away. Run! Oh jeez. Yeah, take those elsewhere. Okay, it is going that way. Careful. This is the right hand. Sadly, not everyone noticed it. Oh. Okay, everyone's backing off. So do the same. Oh geez. Nearly a group of half of Group A is dead. So we move on to this section. Oh, Mage is using their triple limit break on this. And we also had a triple limit break usage by someone else in our group. Or maybe the triple limit break was from one of our mages. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Everyone's flocking to the front. Careful. I think he's leading with his left. Here comes the giant laser. Okay. Sit, don't spray it. Okay, all the fun's going that way as far as the tanks are concerned. Thank you. Which way are we going? They say the front. They say the front, we'll follow. Yeah, range, that meant you too. Whoa, what the heck was that? Yeah, that was wild. There we go. So, since I got the thing for the striking, that means I can't get anything else for this week for Corinne. Or ever again until the new patch 5.3 comes out in 6 months. Or however long it takes them to bring it out. So we'll take the reload. I can help out my brother when the queue is pulled. And away we go. Yeah, I can see my brother is running around. Oh, run it elsewhere. Take it elsewhere. So the dual flanks will get behind. Let it all fly. Where's it going? Where is it going? In other words, no one knows. I hate when no one can come to a decision. It's like, where are we going, people? Because, yeah, it was that hesitation and that reluctance that's caused people to die. Alright. And let this thing do what it needs to. Let's over to this side. And then wave number 2. And then over here. Yeah, 9S being very generous with the pattern today. Why? Because he can. because that's how this is designed. Who rescued me? Okay, so it wasn't what I thought. Now here comes the pick your poison. Let's just hope that the tank is facing the right way. Which it is, thankfully. That was nuts. Someone turned that tank the wrong direction and pretty much wiped out all of Group C. Brilliant. Well, Group C was the weak link. That just vindicated it. Fine, fine, self-destruct it is. We're running this way. And then run over here. Hit the stop button. And then get back to the main focus. He rolls 43,000 points on a crit hits on the jump. Oh wow, I am barely surviving right now. In fact, that could be said about a lot of us. Given that stupid whoever was responsible for what happened there. At least we'll have pretty much everyone up for the Enrage. Let's just hope that no one plays dumb here. Where are healers? Why are there two stack mechs next to each other? Yeah, now it's facing the wrong way, so I naturally get killed. Yeah, I'm used as a sacrifice because the tank didn't have aggro. There you go. Yeah, we're more than likely looking at a 50-minute clear. Yeah, it's somewhere in the 50-minute range. Once we're done this, though, I will need to use the washroom because my body really wants me to. Maybe I'll let my brother pull the trigger on the triple limit break, sure. Alright, time for swooping again. This time the spot is open nicely for us. Ooh, just barely kept it going. Oh, she's over there. Good thing I can hustle over here. Yeah, thankfully the worst is behind us. If we can just get through the last third of the health, we'll be fine. Oh, who's got the aggro? Who shouldn't be having it? Where do we move to? Oh, everyone's staying over here, so I will not question it. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Oh, look out. Yeah, it certainly helps that a whole bunch of AoE circles are on the field, but I still got hit by one. Right, got one over there, got one over here. Right, yeah, it's just a bad pattern all around. And I died because I had the debuff on me. Oh, bad timing, bad timing! Wow. Yeah, everyone's dishing out all the limit breaks now. They're like, yeah, he's down the last for 10%, let's go ahead and pull out everything. Yeah, died literally right at the end of the fight. And there we go. Oh yeah, Corinne has that already. Bipolar Nightmare, got nothing. Well, I might get Rays of Light. Yeah, definitely a recall back to the first couple of weeks of the time that this was done. Definitely on the recall train there. Yeah, still waiting for everything to be played for. Riding on a 92. Got it. Alright, off to the washroom, back in a moment. Okay, back. Alright, so with all that taken care of, we need to go and make a run over to Yulmore to get my last piece of equipment enhanced. Yeah, come out of hiding. There we are. Oh, we got another toad out in the field here today. Yeah, I gotta wonder how many people are still trying to get those things. Alright, one coating. Then go ahead and take the materia out of the earring. Alright, so we're getting direct hit rate on these. Once we get them enhanced, of course. And I'll go ahead and add this to my Orchestrion. Discard these triple triad cards. Oh, I do have Grinwad on Corinne. Awesome. Get rid of the Chimera. Okay, 2 direct hit rates. They're the last 2 tier 8 I have, so they're both going into this little piece of equipment. And there we go, 469. Can't go any higher until the new patch comes out, so as far as stats are concerned, this is what I look like now. Got 4,212 in attack, 2,800 on crit hits, nearly 2,200 on both determination and direct hit rate, which are pretty much equal right now, 5,400 on defense, 4,200 on magic defense, and 1,300 on skill speed. So yeah, I don't think I was kidding about me possibly breaking the 100,000 plateau on Dragoon when inside a dungeon. Let's do an expert roulette and find out. And while we're getting ready, we can make our way over to Gugane for tonight's level 80 job quests. Yeah, it's the only time we're going to come here to do such a thing. So you can probably guess for what warrior class that's for, since I had Corinne working on it for the last couple of weeks. Actually, you know what I could be doing? Working on her new class. It's the last one she can get to 80 from 70, so why don't we head to Lita Laran and start grinding. Yeah, we'll still do the 80, of course. We'll still do the expert. So yeah, now it's time to get Corinne worked on the last class that she needs for getting from 70 to 80, which is Black Mage. And we have her all decked out in the glamour of the jesters from Yulmore, which I found out people were wearing for their Halloween looks for this past year, and I was like, okay, I'll have Corinne do the same. And so after much trial and error, it was decided since she's always in her blue Dragoon armor, I would stick with the blue jester for this outfit. So let's go ahead and head on over to our friends over at the over here with the Dream Spinners. So we'll take Unni's quests, and so they've got 3 different ones for this time, and yeah, these are new ones because I don't think I've seen any of these before. So let's start with There's Always a Stupider Fish. Unni's latest scheme is even fishier than usual.
Tirbeck tells me that the land called Amarang is nothing like Ilmeg. It's a dry whole place where hardly anything grows. No flowers, no rivers, no lakes. Some of the children there have never even seen a fish before. Imagine that. And yes, I think we both know where this is going. That's right, I want you to bring me a fish to show the children in the Garden of Dreams. A nice pretty one with shiny scales. Now this liver-up appendix may come as a surprise, but I've already had one of my underlings set the trap down in the Deepwood Swim. Much easier than messing about with hooks and whatnot. All you have to do is go and see if we've caught anything.
Alright then. And there's also Pebble Without a Cause. Unni hopes to bring a touch of opulence to Liameg.
Rubies, emeralds, sapphires, oh, how they sparkle! Not that we have many chances to see them here in Ilmeg. From what I hear, they're very valuable, which must be why the scavengers work so hard to dig them up. That's giving me another brilliant idea. We should decorate Ilmeg with jewels of our own. Of course, we don't need to go through all the trouble of finding real gemstones, just something of a vague resemblance. Our magic will do the rest. You look like you've got time to spare. Why don't you make yourself useful and collect some nice shiny pearls for me? There should be some down by the lake, and if you see any fluff, give them a whack from me!
Alright then. Before we do that, duty calls. Now obviously if we get Amarat, I won't see the full extent of my stats. Hoping it's not Amarat. It's the Cosmos. And no, this is not enough. But hey, I get paired with a dancer who's about as strong as I am, so yeah, this could be a really good run depending on what happens. Okay, fine. If it's gonna be like that, then I shall help myself to some, oh, never mind. I'll figure it out on the way to the next enemies. Oh, back up. Alright, down it goes. First is on the half shell, this'll do. There we go, 100k. It's enhanced, it's because of food, but whatever, we got it. Let's deal as much damage as we can. That's once. Then in the middle. Then the back. Alright, there we go. Yeah, warning shot. Alright, now we gotta deal with the mops. Oop. Clear. Thankfully, it was easy to... The pattern was easy enough, or at least I thought it was. More of the brooms. Okay. Let them go by. Then pounce. And jump. And away we go. Yeah, make sure you get those proxies. Yeah, they'll learn you. And now let's pile on the group attack. Oops, back off. Yeah, so we can let the nasties go boom. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until we get to the next set of enemies to use my Gears Kogel. Not these ones, but once we're all together. There we go. And then, yeah, of course you would do that. Lunch. There we go. And I got a fully loaded Star Diver ready for the boss. Yeah, that worked out just like I planned it. Goes to the middle. Oh, looks like I got the left. Oh wow, that's right on the line. I'm nervous. Nope, doesn't count. So let's take advantage and limit break it. There we go. Okay, ready to go to the left. Okay, they just leave it there for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, neither of us could move, so we were taking that damage no matter what. And down it goes. Oh, come on, count it. Count it. Everything else comes in. Now we can start wearing these guys all down. Oh, look out. Now look out for those crazy porkies. Into the gallery. Take him down. Yeah. Yeah, that's a spray I don't want to be on the receiving end of. Just to your left, and now over to the main painting. Show them how it's all done. Back off. Yeah, looking good so far. And off to the final battle. Also, those are some very fancy chakra being held by the dancer. Never seen those before. What are those? Oh, that's the version from Gilmore to the Tombstones of Phantasmagoria. So that's what they look like. Also, that was just a bad use of light surge. I don't think that's too far. I should be fine here in the little pocket, and I am. Here comes the selective attacking. I'm at the tail end, so I know I'm okay. Get ready to move. Yeah. Tank and I had the same idea. I'm gonna dump this off. Over here. Yeah, I will say this. I felt like the DPS that we had between myself and the dancer would have resulted in much faster time. Because, yeah, this is turning out to be just an average run here. Run to the corner. And jump back in. And your life will break now. There we go. Yeah, so it's not a run overall, but slow for what we had in the DPS. I'm surprised. Alright, and away we go. So yeah, we'll slip back into our Black Mage outfit, and then once we get everything done there, we'll then go ahead and head back to Kugane. So we still have a quest to take from Unni, and that one being Bring Your Water to the Slaughter. Unni hopes to make waves in Liameg, which I think we may actually have shown off in a previous stream, but I don't remember for.
Do you know who I feel sorry for? The children of Amarang. Why? Because water is so precious there, they barely have enough for a bath, let alone play games like Dunk the Witch or Bismarck's Bluff. Luckily for them, I've come up with another one of my ingenious plans. We're going to fill Little Meg with water. That way the children have the time of their lives, and we pixies will be able to splish and splash for heart's content without being pestered by those pesky fluff. All we need is an ice water Undine heart. Once I've marked my magic on it, we'll have rivers and waterfalls galore. Naturally, you'll be the one collecting the heart, though I doubt it's will be too happy to part with it. Don't worry, you probably won't be horribly killed.
Yeah, actually we have seen this one before in a previous stream. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the 3 things that we need. Since everything was pretty much off to the right, we'll start with this one first. Yeah, I think I've developed a system where I just go to the east first unless it's a specific quest where I get to fly a Porksea. Because there are specific quests from the Pixies that do allow you to do that. In which case, I just go to the west because it's more convenient to get the quests that are done over there first. Alright, let's go and find this thing. Alright, burn you. And then let's drop some giant ice chunks on your head. Still gotta get out of the way of that though. And there it is. Alright, moving on. And on off towards Bobertenberg. And now we're starting to get some separation. So yeah, we got one in the water. Come on, dive the thing. I guess I need to get a low altitude and then dive. There we go. I was wondering, like, why is this thing not diving? It's got to go lower. It's very finicky, as you can see. Gotta be at a precise height. Oh, hold on. I think I saw something that said fish trap. Yeah, right here. There we go. Now let's get out of the water. Also, meal is gonna go and get moldy. Alright, and this one's right over here. Oh, gotta fight for it. Yeah, take this, you greedy floth. then switch over. Drop chunks of ice on your head. And you're down. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I definitely got the pink icon at the bottom of my meter flashing like crazy. That really got it moving. Let's go and meet up with who we need to get our 3 quests taken care of, starting with the stupider fish.
So what have you got for me?
Well, here you go.
Oh yes, these are rainbow twinkle trouts. That's what we call them. I have big plans for you little ones. You won't be swimming in boiling old water like all the other fish. You'll be soaring through the skies of Lea Meg. And if we catch some of these, they can all fly together and make like a giant fish rainbow. It's no wonder everyone thinks I'm a genius.
Well, it certainly is a clever idea. And then pepper without a cause.
Come on then, hand it over.
Yeah, here's the pebble you wanted.
Well, it's a bit plain, but I suppose that'll do. I might even be able to turn pebbles into these into gold coins, so the children can see how it feels to be rich. Of course, it'll all disappear when they wake up, but they can enjoy it while the dream lasts. Even if they're penniless in real life, they'll live like royalty in Lea Meg.
And as for the...
Did you manage to steal a nice water Anton's heart? Literally, I mean.
Yes, we did.
Oh, how fine specimen! With this week we can recreate all the water we need. Soon Lea Meg will be filled with the sounds of children's laughter as they splash, swim, and drag each other into the depths just like the fluff. It's only a dream, so it's all perfectly safe. Unless the rumor about if you die in your dreams, if you die in real life is true. I might have to check that at some point, actually.
Yeah, make sure you do, as we got to 71 on Corinne's Black Mage. Alright. And as far as stuff with the fluff, whoa! 48?! Yeah. You did not see that wrong, that said 48. I have not been spending like I have been with Mathia. In fact, I'll buy 3 of these just to even things out over the house, because there's actually quite a specific reason I would like to get those, and then I guess we might as well do this to get the counts close to what I would like. But yeah, I hadn't been using my Fae Fancies at all with Corinne. So, now that that's all taken care of, well, not quite. There we go. Yeah, it's time to take Corinne, dressed as the yellow go-go posing ranger, back to Kugane. Alright, so yeah, I should probably come with my face revealed so I don't get any trouble from the particular people, namely the Seki Segumi. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't we have gone to Olda for this? To meet up with our old friend who helped us with Musosai? But nope, you come here to Kugane to do this one. Because within Stormblood, Makoto here became the leader of the Seki Segumi, even after her brother got revealed to be the man responsible for trying to lead a revolt in the city. But as such, we helped her and her fellow Seki Segumi achieve victory, and so now it's time to see what they've been up to since Stormblood came to an end. Let's go ahead and speak with Makoto to take on the level 80 Samurai challenge entitled The Legend of Musosai. Makoto looks to be preparing for a journey.
Corinne, how good of you to pay me a visit at now of all times! You see, I'm about to depart for Eorzea to visit Master Musasai's grave and to tell him of our victory over Uketsu.
You really want to travel that far?
Thought you should come to me at this juncture is most fortuitous. Would you do me the honor of accompanying me on this journey?
I believe I can.
Thank you, my friend. And lest you wonder, I've not forgotten about Momoseego. I will call on him as well. Upon arriving, let us first go to the quicksand.
Quicksand it is. So off to Ulda. Alright. Figure since we're in town, might as well do this. Alright, Adventurers Guild. As it turns out that Momoseego is trying to wow the crowds again over at the Gladiators Guild. But nope, he's here at the Adventurers Guild as I expected he would be. But actually, in this case, it's Makoto. I guess we're gonna have Momoseego come meet us.
I'm afraid Momoseego isn't here. According to folk here, he is in the midst of preparing for another spectacle. Though I'm curious as to what he has in store, we shouldn't keep Master Musasai waiting. Let's first. The place was the Silver Bazaar, if I recall correctly. Come, let us be on our way.
Yeah, I know who that is, who's sending me the response back. Yeah, they belong to CBK. An old Lalafell FC. And while we're on the way there, we can also plug while we're heading on out to the west. Yeah, because I miss our friends and I want to make some new ones. I feel sorry for this Brass Blade having to be level 2 and fighting level 3 enemies. Yeah, go past all the things that are digging up stuff from the ground. Yeah, they're not exactly oil rigs. Yeah, there are a lot of people who are newer running around here in old, Hey there, Makoto.
The town is much livelier than I recall, and there are folk attired as samurai besides. Curious.
Really? I guess we'll find out more.
But come, Master Musasai awaits.
And let's not keep him waiting. Here we are.
We did it, Master Musasai. With Corinne standing with us, we defeated Uketsu and put an end to his madness. And your teachings, your legacy, they live on the Sekisukumi. So please rest easy. Tis done. Thank you for accompanying me. I won't stand for this mummery. That sounds like trouble. Let us go and see what is afoot.
Yeah, hopefully combat isn't required. But I think that may be Momo's ego just arriving to run into trouble. We have a spat. Dressing like a samurai don't make you one. You sully bastard, sully Master Musasai's memory. Oh, this guy? Yeah, we had to deal with him on a pleasure ship over in Costa del Sol. Yeah, those two are running for it. Hey, you. Thor's balls, it's you! Yeah, it's me. Yeah, after him.
That man knows you and Master Musasai both. I will find out who he is.
Well, I can tell you right now. Yeah, he's a hired hand. Yeah, I haven't seen that guy since we actually were with Musasai. But yeah, let's cut him off before he tries to swim away. Forgive me, I learned my lesson. Since you trust me on the ship, I've mended my ways. Yeah, you're that false samurai or Ostigarin. Really, was that his name? I don't remember that as being his name, but hey, if I can identify the man, like, yeah. What's the big idea? I'm Ostigarin, the bodyguard to a serial killer who thought he could take you on. But I've stopped selling my sword to crooks. I lead an honest life now, selling toad oil. Toad oil?
It seems to me the evil in this man is being excised.
It seems that way, yes.
You have naught to fear from Corinne. Please be at ease and tell us the cause of your earlier outbursts.
You see, after I saw what a true samurai could do, I knew I wanted to become one too. So I sought Master Musasai out, hoping he'd take me on as a pupil. Only to learn he had already passed away. Since then, I've been visiting his grave every day in order to get inspiration. Recently, though, someone's been telling the tale of Master Musasai's quest to right wrongs at the quicksand. On account of that, people started dressing up like samurai and flocking to his grave like it's some goddamn spectacle. But they're false, the whole lot of them! Falser than I ever was!
I had the honor of knowing Master Musasai, and the Master Musasai I knew would be glad if his tale inspired others to follow in his footsteps.
As I'm ruining my voice again to try and roleplay.
And though he was a solitary man, he did not spurn the company of others. I don't believe he would mind the crowds.
Really? Well, I suppose you know better than me. But of course. Might be as Master Musasai is gone, but you were his pupil. I beg you, teach me how to be a true samurai like you. I don't have the time or say nothing. Well, we're not gonna just reject him flat out.
Corinne has much demands on our time, and is not in a position to take on pupils. But if you're determined to learn, I invite you to come to Kugane. I can introduce you to schools of swordsmanship.
You mean I can train in the Far East, where it all began? I love nothing more. It'll be a dream come true.
Very well. Our own journey is better with company. Let us return to Kugane together. Though I wonder, the someone who's been telling the tale of Master Musasai's quest, it seems to me that it could only be one person.
I think you're right on that. We know who it is. It's a shame he's not here.
It would be a shame to have come all this way and not see our friend. Let us try visiting the quicksand again.
Yeah, and we'll take the blue cowboy with us. Back to Ulda. Well, it's certainly busy around the 8th right tonight. Alright, there's Makoto and there's Ostrigan.
As I suspected, Momozigo is indeed our storyteller, and as luck would have it, he's about to begin another session.
Really? Well, why don't we go ahead and eavesdrop then? Yeah, you figure we would do this over at the Gladiators Guild, but not the case. Ooh. Getting fancy, and he's even dressed in a kimono for this. He really did take up like Master Musasai. Yeah. Even kneels and bows before his performance begins.
Gather round, one and all, and listen to my tale. A tale that began with an unlikely meeting between a young adventurer and an elderly samurai hailing from the Far East. Known as Musasai, the samurai took on challengers upon the blood sands. Many answered his call, but none had an answer to his transcendent swordsmanship. For a time it would seem that he would go undefeated.
Yeah, and as everyone looks on intently.
But there came one unassuming adventurer, wielding the katana, a foreign weapon she had therefore never held. She fought with heart and skill to claim victory.
Hi there, Momozigo. And so he continues on telling everyone about the things that happened between the two of them.
After journeying the realm over, vanquishing evil together, never could the adventurer have imagined that for her final test, she must vanquish Musasai himself!
With the big wide eyes. Yeah, and our blue cowboy is interested now.
Left with no recourse, she drew her katana and faced her friend and master. A grueling battle unfolded with neither side yielding a single limb. The adventurer brought her all to bear, but she was matched at every turn by Musasai, who unleashed technique after deadly technique, betraying no signs of the illness that ravaged his body.
Yeah, flashback.
But at the end of a contest of equals, it was the younger samurai who dealt the final blow to emerge the victor. Her master had trained her well. As he lay battered and bloodied on the snow, Musasai demanded that his people finish it. Shutting her eyes tight, the adventurer raised her katana, and the blade traced a vicious arc!
Yeah, looking wide-eyed himself.
And cleaved empty air. The adventurer excised the evil in Musasai as Musasai himself had done for those who could yet be redeemed. So it was that the elderly samurai found peace in his final moments. It is said that his soul now rests atop the cliff by the Silver Bazaar, where he gazes out at the setting sun. And somewhere out there, the young adventurer continues her noble master's legacy, fighting for justice and vanquishing evil wheresoever it should exist. So ends my tale, The Legend of Musasai. Thank you all for your kind attention.
And thank you. And everyone gives him a standing ovation. It brings Makoto to tears. Yeah. Momozigo still got it. You did us proud, young man, and I know Musasai felt the same way.
do know it's harder to do this with you lot in the audience, but it's good to see you all, even Mr. Fake Samurai. You're doubtless wondering how I felt into my new calling. Well, during my trip to Kugana, I had the chance to hear a storyteller at the Mujikoza. I knew right away that this is what I wanted to do, what my gift of the gab was meant for. That was a masterful and heartfelt retelling. I pray you will continue to share the tale of Master Musasai with all the world. You can depend on it. Though, of course, if I'm to be a storyteller worth my salt, I'll need some variety in my repertoire. Corinne, you're still out there doing your adventuring, aren't you? Don't you have any new tales to share that could make a good yarn?
Well, the struggle to save the first or for the hunt for Andrea. Stories told by Shinji that could be told to Momozigo. Yeah, this is what Shinji told me.
By the 12! Your quest to right wrongs took you across the rift into another world? Truth really is stranger than fiction. My thanks, Corinne. This will be a splendid addition to my tales. I'm afraid it was time we sought our ship. Brief though it was, I'm glad for our reunion.
I'm gonna train hard in Nagashi and I'm gonna come back a real samurai. Just you watch.
If your travels should bring you to Kokane again, please come and seek me out at the barracks. Till next time.
Yeah. Thank you, Makoto. I'm glad we could help you out in your pilgrimage. And hey, you now have a pupil to take under your arm and under your wing.
To think that Pretender would have a change of heart and try to become a true samurai. The old man would be pleased. It goes to show, Musasai's legacy truly lives on in you, Corinne, and it takes root even in the hearts of those you sliced up. So keep fighting the good fight, my friend, and remember to visit me from time to time to share more of your tales.
That I can do for you, Momozigo. Yeah, probably one of the best level 80s we've seen yet. I can definitely say that. So we'll take our 2,518 gil and our 3 tier 7 materia. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. We're in the achievement Sam I Am 3. And with it comes the title of, as soon as we can get it, Samurai in a Strange Land, which certainly does apply in this situation. But yeah, that was a really awesome level lady. I'm very satisfied with that one. So, with Corinne now having her level 80 on Samurai, that means as it stands right now, she has 5 of them, with 1 more still to go to get to level 80 from 70, that being the Black Mage. After that, I'm just gonna level Corinne to 60 on her Gunbreaker and Dancer. But that is going to do it. So this is the last Corinne stream until the new patch comes out. So I hope you all guys all enjoyed it. It certainly was a great way to send her off until the new patch comes out. That was so worth it. I'm definitely happy with how that all unfolded. So tomorrow we will have our last Tales of Eorzea stream until patch 5.2 comes out, when Shinji heads off to get his last clear at the copied factory, and we'll see how much we can learn more about the Pixies, because Shinji is now at the next stage in progression where he can see what is available for our Pixie quest next. So tomorrow I'll show that off as well, and we'll see how much the fruits of our labor have accumulated and how much fruit they have borne. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching tonight's edition of A Day in the Life of Tales of Eorzea here in Final Fantasy XIV. And I'll see you guys back here again tomorrow night for our last Tales of Eorzea stream before the new patch comes out. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.